her head. And then Tim was there saying, "You all right, Fitz? Everything good?" And he didn't know how even to begin to answer and just laughed again, which told the whole story in itself, beginning to end. Tim dissolved. The candles exploded and fell back into themselves over and over. There was nothing he could do but sink back into the pillows, crushed by all that sparkling beauty, until he felt Joni's hand exploring his inner thigh like the warmest and best adapted probe he could imagine. And then her mouth was on his, and his hands were doing their own examination of her breasts that were right there, front and center, despite the dress, the slip, the rudely inconvenient conical lift-up bra that was alternately made of lead and silk. And he couldn't do it here, could he? On the pillows in a dark corner of his professor's house, while everybody else was seething round them in spirit, if not the flesh? No, they couldn't. And Joni grasped that before he did, rising silkily from the floor to the glassy accompaniment of Milt Jackson's vibraphone, to tug his hand, as she tugged it when they came through the door just minutes or eons ago, so that he stood too, hard as a rock, and tent-poling the fabric of his trousers, till they were flowing together in liquid grace up the dilating stairway to the first unoccupied bedroom they could find. Thank you.
Schon aus diesem Anfang des Romans entnimmt man, dass es natürlich nicht nur um Drogen, nicht nur um Leary und seine Gruppe geht, sondern ganz zentral auch um dieses junge Ehepaar und seine speziellen Probleme und natürlich auch um Sex, denn ohne das macht er es einfach nicht, also kein Buch ohne. Aber auffällig ist, gerade in diesem ersten Teil, dass immer wieder vom inneren Kreis die Rede ist. Und das war eigentlich The Inner Circle, auch der amerikanische Titel des Buchs, das dann auf Deutsch den Namen Dr. Sex bekommen hat. Das ist der Roman über Kinsey. Und ich würde gerne wissen, was es für ihn mit der Faszination, die er offensichtlich hat, mit diesem Inner Circle auf sich hat. Tom, the Inner Circle, which appears many times in your different books, so there must be some special fascination you have with the subject of belonging to a group of people. It's not only in the Kinsey book, it's not only here, it's in Drop City, of course.
Willkommen in Belleville.
Willkommen in Belleville, of course, yes. And even in the Frank Lloyd Wright book, in a way, which is a closely knit community. So why, or what is it, what makes it interesting for you?
I've been wondering about this too, Anna.
Hat sich selber auch gefragt, ja.
There's this whole idea of a cult or a group in which some leader tells you, "Come to me and I will give you all you need and solve your problems." We see it in politics. Like, for instance, I don't know if you're aware of this, but some monster has taken over the U.S. democracy because he has a cult of people whom he's manipulated with propaganda. But we see it also in religious groups. I've always been suspicious of a leader who tells you that he or she knows the way to live. So I guess I keep examining this over and over again because I don't recognize any leaders. I'm independent in myself, and I think any civilized person in a democracy should be.
Das Thema beschäftigt ihn in der Tat schon seit vielen Jahren, was Leute dazu bringt, einem wie immer gearteten Guru, einem Führer zu folgen, bis hin zu dem Mann, den er andersweitig auch schon den Clown im Weißen Haus genannt hat jetzt. Also das ist, wie gesagt, ein Thema, das immer wiederkehrt, das natürlich nicht wirklich lösbar oder erklärbar ist. Something else is, ich habe am Anfang